What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another live stream. So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today or live stream today is in regards to why college is not meant for those who want to continuously live in poverty. Let's get this first and foremost out the way, right? We live in a blue pill society. Let me repeat that again. We live in a blue pill society that is trying to train people that you need to spend your first 12 years in school, right? That's kindergarten through 12, K through what is it? K through 6, 7th grade, 8th grade, and then from there 9 to 12. Get your high school diploma. Yeah, you graduated. Wonderful. Great. Then you spend another 4 years in university, right? College, just to be able to get a 4-year degree. And then you still have to go to school to be able to get your doctorate in order to be able to make, let's just say, for instance, $100,000 a year. All right. You end up making $100,000 a year. And then it puts you in the situation that, yes, you might be making money right now, but the reality of the situation is that you're going to burn through that money because you were never taught in school on how to become financially stable. Why? Because they don't teach you how to make money in school. They don't teach you how to become financially stable. All they literally want you to do is to become a high level employee, which is basically going to work towards the system, right? Keeping you in the rat race, keeping you living in poverty. Because how can you escape poverty when you don't know how to invest your money into assets that are going to give you both your cash flow and giving you protection against the manipulation of the central government? How? You're doomed to live in poverty for the rest of your life if you do not learn about money, right? But the reality of the situation is that there's two different types of people in this world. There's the entrepreneur who knows about money and is financially literate, which is all you really need in life. You don't even need to be the smartest person in school, because you realize that at the end of the day, the person who had the A's in high school is working for the person that is the entrepreneur that has C's in the big companies, right? You don't need to be the smartest person in school in order for you to become successful, because the reality is that they'd have all of us in this entire world trying to live in poverty. And why are all of us going to live in poverty? We're going to live in poverty because we're not taught about money. That is why you should not waste your time going to college unless you are sure within your heart and within your soul that you want to become a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to do something that has to do with those fields. But if you're receiving pressure from your parents, don't do it, right? If you're not sure that it's what you want to do, don't do it. You need to be 90 to 100% sure about what you want to do before you dibble and dabble into it. Because the reality of the situation is that college is keeping you broke. You're going to college taking out $50,000 to $100,000 in debt. Then you're going to spend 30 years of your life paying that off just to eventually end up retiring with less than what you were making when you were actually working. Why would you want to do that? Are you not living in the rat race? Are you not living in poverty? Tell me. Yes, you obviously are. They obviously want us to live in poverty. That's why you have to escape the slave mentality. You have to escape this blue pill world because they want to keep you at a lower vibration. They don't want you to be woke about everything that's going on. That's the truth. Once you start to see the things for the way that they truly are, you're going to really begin to open up your eyes and see reality for what it truly is. They want to keep you at a lower vibration. So when you start having ideas that's opposed to the central government, especially when it comes to everything in regards to the jab that you put in your body, or the situation when it comes to dividing people against race, dividing people with race, they want you to go with everything that is being supported instead of being a free thinker, instead of thinking for yourself and seeing the truth of the way it truly is. They want you to be at a lower vibration, but you got to resist that mentality to be at that lower vibration, because you have the ability to accomplish great things only if you want to accomplish great things. But you have to ask yourself on a daily basis, what am I thinking about right now? And how is what I'm thinking about going to help me to elevate myself and my family in the future? If it's not, stop thinking about it. If what you're doing is not productive right now, go focus on your purpose. Figure out your purpose and go chase your purpose. Figure out your purpose and go chase your purpose. There's no time to waste. Time is running out. Day in and day out. Listen, you're going to be able to make a lot of money in your life, but you're not going to have a lot of time to be able to determine whether you want to be spending the rest of your life working for another man, or if you want to be spending the rest of your life working for yourself. But I will say this to you. There is no better feeling than putting yourself in a position to be able to be time free and financially free. But a lot of people don't have that mentality. They would rather work a job the rest of their lives and finish off making less than how much they were making when they were working. That's not the goal at the end of the day. There's no working man that you're going to talk to today that's going to say that they want to work the rest of their life doing what they're doing, right? Even the most successful comedian, even the most successful basketball player, even the most successful football player. Look at Tom Brady, right? Talking about graduating. Or not graduating, my bad. Talking about retiring. Dude played in the NFL for 22 seasons. No matter how much he loves to play football, he realized that all good things must come to an end at some point. Therefore, you need to find something that's going to be able to put you in a position to be able to work for yourself. Because the reality of the situation, this is that, especially when it comes to the Tom Brady situation, if he didn't invest his money properly in the 22 seasons he played in the NFL, he's going to end up becoming broke at one point or another. But if he invested it properly, then he's going to be wealthy and affluent for the rest of his life. But people are not ready for this conversation in order to be able to lift themselves out of poverty. The average person that's living in America is living in poverty, right? The middle class and the lower class are technically almost at the same realm, right? Because within the next 20 years from now, 10 to 20 years from now, there's not going to be a middle class. It's going to be the wealthy and the people that are in poverty, right? The positive thing about it is that poverty in America is not as bad as poverty in other countries, right? There's countries that you'll go to that they don't have constant electricity supply. They don't have constant food. They don't have clean water, right? So we should be grateful for everything that is happening in this country because it's a privilege. Most countries are not going through that. So it's obviously a privilege. But with that being said, your goal is to escape the blue pill mentality of living in a poverty-stricken mindset. Because the reality of the situation is that this entire society, the elites, they want us to be in a poverty-stricken mindset so they could be able to inhabit all of the good things on this earth, so they could be more time-free, so they can be more financially free. You have to fight that and figure out how to be able to put not only yourself, but your family, all right? One of the most important questions that people ask themselves, right, or other people ask others is, why are you going for what you're going for? You have to have a reason for what you're doing. If it's your family, let your family be that motivating factor for you in order for you to continue to put in the work. Because you're going to have a lot of days where you're not going to feel like putting in the effort. But there has to be something that separates you from the rest of the pack. You have to continue to put in this effort a day in and day out in order to be able to put yourself in the top 5%, top 10% of people, top 1% of people. You have the ability to accomplish great things only if you stick your mind to it and you continuously put in the effort, especially as a man, because you're going to have a lot of times as a man where you're not going to feel like doing anything, right? What separates you from the remainder of the male population? You getting up and saying, I don't care how I feel, I have to go produce, because we have that burden of performance as men. So we understand if we don't put in that work, we can't eat. Therefore, we have to perform. So now it's just a matter of putting in that work daily in order to be able to better not only our lives, but the lives of others around us. Your future is completely up to you. How are you going to decide to change it? If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this live stream. If you like this live stream, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this live stream with your friends, subscribe to the channel at Woke Ebuks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, and so social media links. So make sure you'll give those a check. Without further ado, this will be the end of this live stream. This is Woke Ebuks, and I'm out, man.